Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
How we feeling?
Oh, goodness.
So this week was a lot.
It's been a minute since we had a good combat episode.
Yeah,
Woo!
a really big combat episode. That was the hardest combat we've ever done on the show.
Yeah.
It was
complicated.
rough. But before we get into everything, talking points. Merch store is live.
Yes.
So you can find our official merch store at compelledduel.myshopify.com. And we have a little bit of our merch. We're both wearing our shirts today. I'm wearing the hoodie in black. Al is wearing the t-shirt in dark gray.
And you have the mug.
Oh, yeah. And then I have my World's Okayest Grand Duke mug. This was a sample that we got. So the printing on it got a little messed up, but the design has since been fixed so that it won't do that.
It won't do that if you get it.
But yeah, it will look like this, but it will be fully printed. And we also have a matching World's Okayest Grand Duchess mug. For those that are interested in that, we've got stickers, we've got notebooks, buttons.
We're also working on getting a stock of stickers and buttons that we can just ship from here, so we can.
That will be much cheaper.
That will be much cheaper.
Yeah.
For you and for us.
Well, because I mean, I feel like we should go ahead and explain this because of the nature of, we don't have, in the grand scheme of things, we don't have a ton of listeners, enough for us to be able to have the money, first of all, and the space to be able to buy bulk inventory for things like shirts or things like
we're doing drop shipping for the big things,
and like the mugs. So we do drop shipping, which is like print on demand. So we're doing drop shipping, which is like a print on demand thing. Like the thing is printed when you order it, and that's nice because it saves us having to buy, 50 hoodies and find somewhere in our apartment to put them. But also it does make the shipping costs a little ridiculous. Yeah. So with little things like stickers and buttons and stuff like that, especially, it will be easier for us once we are able to actually get some bulk inventory with that and ship them out from here. But we're going to be keeping the drop shipping with like the shirts and the phone cases and stuff.
But if you're holding off on getting a sticker because they're a little expensive in the store right now, worry not.
We're working on it. Yeah. We're going to have to save up some money to actually get the bulk inventory, but we are going to do that. And the stickers will be getting a little bit cheaper, as well as I believe eventually the pins. Yeah. And we're working on maybe getting acrylic keychains too. Yeah. So we have lots of fun Compelled Duel swag available now in our merch store though. So go give that a look. We would love it if you guys would get some cool drip. And
please don't say that.
Okay.
Please don't say that.
But yeah, we would love that. That would be cool. All right. So we didn't get a ton of questions this week, but that's because it was a combat episode. So like there wasn't a lot that wasn't self-explanatory.
But yes.
So our playlist is
the playlist, again, it's a combat episode. We have a couple songs that we're going to go over the lyrics for, but then like everything from The Scene, It's an Arm Race by Fall Out Boy, The Fear by The Score, Go to War by Nothing More, and the Hidden Citizens epic trailer cover of Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. Combat music.
I think this is our company calling about the sink. I've got to take this. Oh, sorry guys, our kitchen sink is clogged.
Sorry. Oh no. Oopsie.
Hello.
Okay. Well, that's our plumber calling about our sink. Oopsie. Anyway, but thank you, Woody. So I'm gonna riff for a minute till he gets back. But yeah, we've got a couple songs on there that we're gonna go over the lyrics for. We have Old Scars, Future Hearts by All Time Low, and World Away by Tonight Alive. Very awesome. Okay, here we go. Hey, Bessie.
The plumber's coming. Like, not right now.
Not right now.
Before 6.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, first song on the playlist, we had Old Scars, Future Hearts by All Time Low. Why did we put this on here?
I just thought it had Leo vibes.
That's fair, yeah.
Everything on this playlist was vibes based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very much vibes with the opening scene and everybody running through the city.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Which lyrics are we gonna fucking quote for this one? Yeah. Well, the chorus is just, I won't fade away, be forgotten, or just cast away, because this life is mine to live. I won't fade away. I'm lost inside this endless haze of life. This life is mine to live.
Which, yeah, vibes.
Yeah, vibes. It's a combat episode. This Q&A is going to be a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah, we're probably just going to be riffing for most of it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. But we have the other song that we put for before the combat was Whirled Away by Tonight Alive. Woo! Why did we do this one? I never remember why we put songs like this.
Though I take hit after hit, I realize the higher reason is accepting challenges as gifts. And through the fight, I never really knew that I would find myself. That's why I give my thanks to you.
Yeah.
This was for the Kiva scene.
Yeah.
Which, Kiva's back, baby.
Kiva's back, baby. I missed her. I love her. But yeah, very happy to see Kiva again. Going right into our questions. The first question we got was just, why is Adra so cool? Which,
so true.
Yeah. A lot of Adra's concept revolved around us wanting to use the armor artificer subclass, because it just rocks. It just rocks. And like the whole concept of Adra's second mobility device is an Iron Man suit was just we loved it. We had this conceptualized like from the beginning when we were drafting Adra. We were so excited.
Because I don't think we knew that they had cousins. Like we knew the basic family setup at the beginning, but we didn't really like flesh out Lark and Adra until we, I think, started planning season 2.
Yeah. Well, until we started planning out like late season 2, like the last few episodes.
Yeah, like we knew that they had twin cousins, and we knew that like their aunt was Morland's youngest sister, but like we didn't have a whole lot conceptually about
someone in the chat said I stan her. So true. As you should.
We didn't have a lot conceptually about Nora and Lark and Adra and Boreas really even until we
were getting to them.
Yeah, and then we kind of fleshed them out a little bit more, but we were like, we should do an artificer and a bard for the cousins.
Yeah, we drafted the cousins around the concepts of an armor artificer and the tarot bard.
It's College of Spirits.
Yeah,
it's from Tasha's, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
That or it's Van Richten's. It's one of the spooky ones.
Oh no, I think it was Van Richten's. You're right. Yeah.
It's one of the source books where they were just like, "Hey, you like goths?"
Yeah. We were like, oh, that's perfect for Lark.
Oh, we love it. And we drafted their entire character concept around that.
Well, which is why you saw them in the episode, like using their tarot deck as a spellcasting focus. Because if you're a College of Spirits bard, you can do that. So, and we actually went down through their entire spell list and assigned a tarot card to each spell that they can cast.
I didn't remember to do the card every time.
Not every time, but you did sometimes.
I did it a lot of the time, and I deserve commendation for that effort, I think.
Good job. I'm proud of you for effort.
Thank you. But yeah, a lot of Adra's concept, we were just trying to be like, okay, what is the most sciencey way we can explain this spell? And then we just kind of went with it.
Like with her hypnotic pattern thing being the little robot. Yeah.
Like a little flash bomb.
Yeah. But we had a lot of fun. Doing Lark and Adra in combat was a lot of fun. Even though Adra spent most of the combat just beating at the control panel with her fists.
She tried really hard. I was so mad.
She kept getting so close.
Off, like, what was it, twice?
You were 2 points off one time and 1 point off the second time. Yeah.
Ghoulish. It was nightmarish. I was not happy.
Yeah. So if Adra had been able to stop that mechanism a little bit sooner, there was a lot more badass stuff she could have done in combat, but unfortunately she kind of just got stuck because she kept getting screwed over by dice rolls.
Yeah. Just the question, why is Adra so cool? She just rocks.
Yeah.
Something it's Autistic Woman Wednesday.
So true.
Oh goodness. I just think women that are slightly off-putting are awesome.
So
the best genre of fictional character.
New type of girl they're putting out.
Yeah, the best genre of fictional character is woman, especially sapphic, who is autistic and just a little bit weird. Just a little bit strange to experience. Like, best genre. Fee also falls into this genre, and so does Arabe.
We'll see more of Adra being weird, honorific here in the next couple weeks. Next week especially.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat said new woman dropped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up, besties. Oh goodness.
What does the lava taste like?
Okay, this is not a show specific question, but the answer: lava tastes like rocks, and according to volcanologists, it would have, if you could eat it, the texture of rice pudding. You're welcome.
Okay.
Yes.
The fact that you knew that. Okay. Did you look that up for this, or did you?
No, I already knew it. And I already knew it. And when you told me one of the questions was, "What does lava taste like?" I went, "It would have the texture of rice pudding or like a tapioca."
If it wouldn't,
if it
burn
wouldn't
you
melt
and
melt
kill you.
all of your everything.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said, "I love rice pudding. Don't eat lava.
Don't eat lava.
Don't eat lava. It wouldn't taste good. It would taste like rocks." But the texture, according to volcanologists. Our next question was just in all caps. Fee can fly now?
If he's been able to fly
He's been able to fly
since I believe season 2, episode 12.
Yeah, Fee's been able to fly for a while. It
just hasn't had a chance to yet.
She just hasn't had a chance. We were waiting for a good moment to drop it where it would be dramatic. But there's a Storm Sorcerer ability that allows you to fly 10 feet after you cast, I believe it's any spell, but it might just be a spell that does thunder or lightning
it's any
damage.
Spell.
Oh, okay.
It's any spell. Yep.
Yep.
Anytime you cast a spell, you can fly 10 feet as a reaction.
Yep. And Fee has had that for a while now, and we were just like waiting for the drama of it. I was like drafting cinematic moments in my head.
Yeah, like now that I think about it, you could have used that during the Banshee fight, but
I don't think I could have.
Well, yeah, because you were thunder stepping all over the place, so it wouldn't have really made sense. Yeah.
And also, I don't know if I had it then. Like, I don't remember when Fee got it.
What level? Yeah. I don't.
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
It's been a bit, but I wanted to bring it up in season 3, just because I thought it would be fun. Before we figured out how the gala was going to end, I had the image in my head of things going crazy at the gala and just the wings going out because Fee's fancy party dress is backless, and I had that image in my head, and it didn't work out that way. But I need you all to know that was in my mind, in my brain.
Yeah, I liked the way it worked out though. That was really cool.
I liked it,
especially because good. Like Leo was in the middle of trying to just stab somebody. And was
yeah. But yes, Fee can fly now as a reaction.
10 feet. Yeah.
10 feet anytime she casts a spell.
She's going to start doing it just to show off now, I feel like.
Yeah. But yeah. And
she doesn't need to go anywhere. It just takes off just for the hell of it.
But yeah, and we knew that was a feature she was going to have when the lightning strike happened, which was why the Lichtenberg figure scars were shaped like wings. Because we knew that was a Storm Sorcerer ability. Very excited to get there.
So did Kiva just drop in to say hi, or is there something else going on with the gods?
Yes.
Something. Let me see if I can do the voice. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Hey, bestie.
God. Every time you do that posture when you're about to go into the Kiva voice, I expect you to say, XOXO Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
XOXO Gossip Goddess. God. Like, every time. I'm like...
Girl boss.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, there's some stuff going on for sure. The purpose of Kiva dropping in was to give Fee her level up.
Mechanically, yeah. I mean, but narratively, Kimmerl and Kiva are gonna start showing up more soon because, like we've said before, they holistically know a lot of what is going on. Like, duh, they're gods. But They know enough to know that it is about to be go time as far as their goals are concerned. So they're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because they're waiting for things to pop off.
Yeah. Season 3, baby, we're getting into some stuff.
Yeah.
Which means we're getting into the resolution of, or the revealing of all the God-centric spoilers.
Yeah.
So, yes, there is something else going on. No, we cannot go into detail.
Someone in the chat said almost bone time. Indeed.
It's bone time
Well,
24/7, baby.
something. Well, if you ask Leo, last episode was bone time.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm a delight.
Yeah. I am very fond of you. But yes, we are getting into some reveals for the everything with the deities. Things are it's gonna be an interesting couple episodes the next few weeks. We're gonna have an interesting time, everybody.
Next week in particular,
interesting.
Hold on to your butts.
Next week had no right being. Episode 5, I'm gonna say now, has no right being as long as it is.
It's a
monster. But I can't imagine what we would have cut.
No, there is absolutely nothing in that episode that I would not be heartbroken to cut. Like,
the least plot relevant things were all of the jokes, and we liked the jokes. So the jokes are going to stay.
There are a lot of jokes next week.
We had fun. It was a fun episode. Next question, was the fire elemental just chilling in the volcano? Like, was that just its home, or was it summoned to protect the mechanism?
Oh boy, here we go.
Fire elementals just spawn in the Voldur volcano.
But this one was a special fire elemental. And apparently I did him a great injustice because
I made a joke because I was so heartbroken to see the fire elemental banished, because I was very excited to run the fire elemental in combat. So when it got banished, I joked that I created a backstory. I said, "You banished my boy." And then Barry said, it's fine. And I continued to joke and said his name was Ronaldo and he was an art student. You bastard.
Because I forgot that if they're not from
banishment
sends them back permanently. Yeah, I forgot that if they're from a different plane and you banish them there and you hold it for a minute, they're gone forever.
Yeah, we just thought banishment was temporary, and we were like, and Barry was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy us some time," and then we remembered that banishment is a permanent spell, and I went.
I sent Ronaldo home forever.
Yep.
I hope your credits transfer, buddy. I'm really sorry.
God, I was so angry.
Bring back Ronaldo 2022.
I was so mad. Like, we had to stop recording as I yelled at Barry for like 5 minutes
about fucking Ronaldo.
About banishing Ronaldo. I was so angry. Oh. My anger. The anger in my heart. I was really excited to run a fire elemental in that combat. I wouldn't have been running it, but I was really excited to have him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to fight a fire elemental. I was excited. I was worried that this combat wasn't going to be hard enough from like the beginning.
You did get to fight a fire elemental there for a little bit. And it didn't do too well. It didn't do too well with it.
Yeah, but like, I was worried that the combat wasn't going to be hard enough. So like, I was pushing to get the fire elemental.
And then
just, ooh, furious.
It's all right. The combat was hard enough, Al. It was okay. Like, when we put it into D&D Beyond, because D&D Beyond, number one, the combat balancing on it isn't like fantastic, I don't think. As far as like the combat balancing tool to tell you like what degree of difficulty the encounter is.
Yeah.
But D&D Beyond also forgets that we have like fuck off OP characters with like bunches of magical items. And when we put everything into D&D Beyond to run the encounter, D&D Beyond was like, "Are you sure, dog? Like, are you sure that you want to do this?
Are you sure?
Yeah, like it was so far above deadly on the little meter.
I was so mad. I was so mad. But anyway, that was our last patron question, so we're gonna riff. Open question time in the chat. Da, 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 da.
I know that no one will believe me. I fucking rolled those 3 consecutive nat 20s. Right hand to God.
As we paused recording, Barry was like, "No one's gonna buy it. No one's gonna believe
It actually,
me."
right hand to God,
every
it
single one of
happened.
those nat 20s. Every time we have lucky rolls in dice, because there is so much like, there's a lot of shit in the tabletop community about like calling people out for faking dice rolls, and like we just, I don't know how to tell you. We roll good,
And I feel like every time we
Yeah.
roll a nat 20, it's always at the most like absurdly
Yeah.
plot relevant. It's either at an absurdly plot relevant moment or on the stupidest shit ever. Like
yeah.
like that nat 20 that I rolled in Bolt from the Blue, like where Leo like was running to get to Fee after she collapsed and like rolled that nat 20 to like run back out into the storm. Like I was like, yeah, nobody's gonna believe that. Yeah, like,
it's always just oh.
if we were gonna lie about our dice rolls, we would come up with a more convincing lie than saying that we got a nat 20. I guess
Yeah,
is the only
literally.
way we can assure you that that actually happened.
Oh goodness!
But yeah, I
3
did.
nat 20s.
What are the odds of that? I mean, I was rolling with advantage for 2 of them, so that messes with the odds a little bit.
But still,
the odds of that are absolutely bananas. But it happened.
Astronomical.
Well, and that was another thing. I was like, don't worry that I banished the fire elemental because I'm about to get fucked up by these 3 guys that are triple flanking me, and I'm sure that I'll lose concentration. And then I didn't.
And then he didn't. Which, by the way, we fucked up some concentration rules. We know. We are imperfect.
Yeah, we are imperfect, and that was a really hard battle.
Yeah. Oh god. Designing the mechanics on this battle was so much.
Like how we had the lava coming up incrementally every round until Adra got it stopped. Like there were so many.
Do we post the battle maps?
We did not. I will post those after we're done today. I'll post this after we're done today. But we did screenshot every round, so that you guys, if you want to listen to it again and like watch the battle maps, you could see where we were.
Yeah, that was our bad. We had a busy weekend. It happens. But yeah, lots of stuff to remember in this combat. It was a lot.
Yeah, because it was like we were doing the actual combat. We were, running the combatants. We were running our characters. We were running Lark. Well, you were running Lark and Adra. And so like we had to worry about the mechanical side of things. Like, okay, can Adra get the mechanism turned back on? And then if she can't, like the lava's coming up by this many feet every round. And if you get within 10 feet of the lava, you start taking damage.
Yeah. And like fucking each spell lasts for this many turns, and and then as we knocked out combatants, then the turns then we had to readjust the turns to figure out how many rounds we had left on the
Yeah, I know one thing that I for sure forgot was that Spirit Guardians was a concentration spell.
Yeah, but we didn't use it as a concentration
spell. I didn't use it as a concentration spell because if I had used it as a concentration spell, we would have killed everybody.
Yeah, we used it as a one-off.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, that can stay because I didn't technically use it like a concentration spell. I used it as one and done damage. Like, yeah. My little bone angels biting people.
That made me so upset. I feel like a lot of times, just a lot of the aesthetic things in this podcast are us trying as hard as we can to squick each other out.
Not so much you with Fee, because Fee just does like cool lightning shit. No, a lot of your like horror shit that you do. I think you're doing to make me go like, ugh. Yeah. But, and then that's just Leo's whole spell is me trying to torture them. Yeah.
Just oh my god. The dog is stomping. What do you want, boy?
I think he smells Chelsea.
Oh. Yeah? Is mom home?
I don't know. If she's home, she's home early, but yeah.
Somebody in the chat just said bones, heart emoji. Yeah.
Yeah, little bone angels just biting people.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gratifying to run a complicated combat after it's over.
After it's over.
It's gratifying to have run a complicated
We were wiped after that. I think we both went and took like a 3-hour nap after we were done recording that.
Yeah, we did. We finished recording it and we both just took a nap. It was, cat popped her head up. Hello. And she's gone again. Anyway.
Go lay down. I'll feed you after we're done.
But yeah, it was really fun to make up the mechanics for this fight. It was really fun to have finished it. It was just exhausting to run in the moment. Which I think it turned out pretty well, and I think complicated combats work out well for us since it's just the two of us. You know what I mean? Like mechanically complicated, like environmentally complicated.
Things would get boring if we didn't have like arena effects, essentially. Stuff like that. So wait till you guys figure out what Moreland's lair actions are.
in the finale, in the final combat. But yes.
Yeah, Moreland's lair actions for the BBEG fight are pants-shittingly terrifying.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a lot of fun. Somebody in the chat said eyes emoji.
It's not good.
But yeah, I was also excited to get Fee's Paladin subclass done. Like get her Paladin oath and start using some more of the more complicated Paladin features.
We do have a joke that now that Fee has speak with animals as one of her constantly prepared spells, that she can talk to Dexter now.
Yeah, she can if she wants.
I think Dexter counts as an animal. He's a dead animal, but
yeah. We don't think we're going to have Dexter talk on podcast.
But if he did,
we've given him the same voice that we give Woody when we're talking to each other for Woody, which is something like this.
Oh, it's so hard to be Dexter. Dad, leave Dexter alone.
No one feed Dexter. No one pay attention to Dexter.
Zed called Dexter creepy.
Yeah.
Oh. Woody's getting talking. Woody's so confused right now. Who Dexter?
What baby?
Who Dexter?
Woody's mad.
You get another dog?
What? You have secret dog? Woody got confused. But yeah, if we ever do a side episode, like a bonus episode where Dexter talks, that is the Dexter voice. That is the assigned Dexter voice, if we can get through recording a scene of it without Woody going apeshit.
Because he thinks we're talking to him.
Yeah.
Hey, go lay down, my son. I will feed you in a moment.
But yeah, so that's very exciting that she could do that now whenever she wants.
She could also talk to Sweetie if she wanted.
She could talk to Sweetie.
She could talk to, if and when we meet up with the crew again, she could talk to the bird, like not Pelican talking through the bird. She could talk to the bird. Well, I think the bird.
Well, the bird can talk.
Yeah, the bird can speak. That's right, because the bird has spoken for itself on multiple occasions. Yes. That's right.
I think theoretically, Sweetie could also speak for herself if she wanted. I don't think she wants to.
Dexter just can't because Dexter's not a familiar.
Exactly.
We meet the creepiest fucking familiar we've ever seen on this podcast next week. You thought the bird was creepy?
Here's the thing. It's not even that fucked up as familiars go. It's just a real animal that exists that Barry finds unsettling.
I think they're so... I think they're awful. I don't like them.
It's just a real animal that exists in the world that Barry finds upsetting to look at.
Which is why you fucking picked it.
Well, I picked it because it worked, but also...
Yeah.
I picked it because it worked, but it was one of the several animals that I had on draft, and it was the one that you found the creepiest, so I was like...
Yeah, because you mentioned that we could do that, and I was like, ugh! And you were like, oh, yep,
that's
okay,
it now. Yeah. Yep. It was revenge for the Bone Angels. Very excited for that next week. Just a lot's going on next week. A lot's going
Yeah, it's another NPC drop next week too. Unfortunately, that NPC is pretty much guaranteed to just be a one-off. Like we're only gonna see them once. But yeah.
If we see them again, something has gone wrong.
Something has gone very wrong. Yeah.
Never count it out, but if we see this NPC again, something has gone.
We are fucked.
Terribly
we are
wrong.
fucked. Is
terribly wrong. But we enjoyed the scene that we got with them. Oh goodness, but very, very fun things going on next week. I know we have a contingent of our listeners who are very into making theories, and I think Theory Gang will be having a lot of fun next week. Is what I think.
Well, we say next week. This week. It's this Friday. Yeah.
This Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yes. But next episode.
Yeah.
The next one that comes out.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna put in the teaser for this week. Because I don't know what I can put in without spoiling a bunch of stuff.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, we could do. I think I figured out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do your joke, the joke that made me super mad at you.
That's what we're gonna put in the teaser.
Yeah.
Oh. God.
Well, everything else is like, if you take it out of context, it's either indecipherable or it's a huge spoiler for the episode. So.
Yeah. Next week, there's some stuff that happens, but it's not that heavy of an episode. I'm saying this because I did the trigger warnings for next week and the week after today. Episode 6 I'm starting to warn you now. Check the trigger warnings on episode 6.
We have time-stamped trigger warnings for episode 6. Episode 6 is a lot. Yeah.
Check the warnings.
Or I will take your kneecaps.
But this week is not going to be that bad. There's a couple things that you should probably try.
I mean, but like as a rule, we always say like
we advise checking the trigger warnings for every episode.
Yep, every week. So that way, better safe than sorry. Yep, that's why they're there. But like, there are certain episodes that we are like, if you do not check the content warnings, we are coming for you. Like,
you are manifesting in your home.
Take care of yourself, goddammit.
Oh goodness. But this week is. It's not that heavy. It's a long one though.
Yeah.
It's not as long as Off the Rails. That's our new benchmark. It's not as long as Off the Rails. We haven't had an episode as long as Off the Rails yet.
I've been editing. We literally used that as a benchmark the other day because I've been editing 7.
Yeah. We thought 7 was gonna be super long.
And I did like put both my hands up at one point, and I was like, the raw audio is officially shorter than the polished version of Off the Rails.
Yeah. So it's not ridiculous. Yeah, we think 7 and 8. We thought 7 was gonna maybe risk it. We think 8 might risk it.
8 might hit 2 hours.
Yeah. We hope it won't. We hope it won't. Oh god, we had technical issues with fucking 8.
What technical issues did we have?
Where we thought like an hour of the
Oh, where it got saved somewhere, and then we backed it up like 5 times after we saw.
We backed the raw audio.
That was
a bunch of times.
One of the top 5 scaredest I've ever been in my life, honestly, because episode 8 has one of the biggest, most emotional moments in the whole podcast, and like we both cried recording it. And like it was brutal, and
it was bad.
And I went in to check the raw audio for something, and it had saved in a different folder than the one I was expecting it to save into. And we thought that we had lost like an hour and a half of recording, including that big emotional moment. And we fully thought this for like half an hour.
And
we were just sitting here like, oh my god.
We had to pause recording 9 because we went to check something in 8 to do.
Oh, we went to get a line for reference. That was what we did. And I pulled it up, and it was like all of it was gone, and I was like, and it freaked us out so bad. It freaked us out so bad that we had to stop recording 9 for that day.
It freaked us out so bad that recording on 9 became 2 days long. Like,
that was awful.
Bad.
So now now I'm like triple clicking the save button every time I exit out of Audacity, like making sure
that's how our last week's been.
That was man.
Paranoia. But we didn't lose it. It's all good. We're fine. We backed it up like 4 times.
We've got up
Yeah.
to 10 recorded,
Yes.
and we were
Yeah, we
going to start
finished 10.
recording 11, but the plumber's coming, so
Yeah.
probably not. So we'll do
Probably
11.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Such is life. Yeah, because our break recording schedule got interrupted by a couple things. So,
Yeah.
but we're doing good. We're doing all right. But
I'm just excited to get to 14.
yeah, I'm excited to get to 14. 13 now.
Oh, it's 13 now?
Yeah, because we rearranged some stuff. Again, open question time. We are just riffing. Yeah.
There are things.
Mhm.
You know, we've talked a lot about this in previous Q&As before of like, you know, we like indulging the people that like to make theories, and we like
Yes.
putting little things in there and
Mhm.
lacing things through so you can call our shots a little bit if you
Yeah.
want to. And if you do enough research, like you can figure out things that are being foreshadowed, not research, but if you like
Yeah.
listen hard enough, you can figure out things
Yeah.
that are being foreshadowed and connect all the dots and
Yeah.
everything.
13 is one of the things that we think is hardest to call.
It's gonna
from a distance.
It's gonna backhand y'all.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it really, really is.
Yeah, and it's immediately followed up by something that is not hard to call and that we think a couple people have called already. So it's just gonna be one thing after another. But yeah.
And thankfully, because of the way things have been going, like the way that we have rolled a couple things and the way that a couple of
Mhm.
political negotiations and things have turned out, it has saved us from some very bad possibilities.
Yeah.
Later, there was a chance that the captain was going to die, and we were really scared about it.
Yeah.
That it is not happening
not
anymore.
happening,
Yeah, we addressed the situation that is going to
Yes.
keep that from happening. So,
Yes, and that's fine.
but there was a chance.
Yeah, we had things were we were scared about some things that were going to happen in mid-season 3 that we have averted. But we had the possibilities were bad. And we have averted some of the things we were really scared of and enabled some things that we're very excited about.
Yeah.
But oh goodness. And I got to flex the arm muscles at the end of both 9 and 10, so I'm very excited about that. Oh, I'm excited for this going.
After I get them edited.
Yeah.
The one unfortunate thing about us doing that big like recording blitz over break is that now I have like a huge editing backlog, but I think that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight while we're waiting for the plumber. I'm just gonna try to knock out the rest of 7 and maybe get started on 8.
Yeah. But, so that'll be done.
I'm really excited for you guys to hear 6. Like 6, I would say 6 is probably up there for our heaviest episode. Like I would say it's on par with season 1, episode 17.
Yeah.
It's really, really heavy.
But we think it's really, really good.
We're really
excited.
Really proud of it. Yeah. But like check the warnings, take care of yourselves. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
So not this week, but next week.
Yeah. Next week, I think people will enjoy because next week
episode. You mean? This
coming. Time is a weird soup.
Episode 5. Episode 5. We're excited for everyone to hear
because it has a lot of like lore drops.
And a lot of jokes. A lot of fun. It's a fun episode.
Well, I wouldn't call it lore drops. I guess it has
lore teases.
Yeah. Just a little something. Yeah,
A little something. Just some fun things. Just some very fun and normal.
And
moments.
also Al making such an awful pun that it made me feel physically violent. And then they took that awful pun and they made it 3 times in quick succession.
Yeah. I was saving that pun up for like weeks. I was prepared. I was waiting for the moment in season 3 when I could drop that pun because it was very delightful to me. And I don't think anyone is going to be as entertained by it as I am, but it was very fun to me.
Glad you had fun.
Yeah. It did what a pun should do, which is delight the person that made it and annoy everyone that has heard it so far.
I was like, you fucking kidding me? Because they just kept making the like they kept like finding ways to do the narrative to keep making the pun, and I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. The chat said pun rights heart emoji. Yeah,
we get to see the Tonys next week. I feel like that's not too big of a spoiler.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and we get set up for the second big NPC ship that's being developed this season.
Yes, we do. That's right.
Yes. We get some fun developments there. Or wait, was that?
No, that's
no.
6.
Sorry, that's 6. That's 6.
Yeah. We get
That's 6. I'm sorry. My bad.
We get info on Adra and Tony.
We got a little bit.
Yeah, we get a little bit on them, and we get
some quick Kalanora moment.
And we get towards the end we get I wouldn't call it a big NPC ship because we only see the NPC once, but
it's fun.
They're very cute.
Yelled Adra. Yeah. She is just fun. She is very special to me.
Is Boreas? Boreas is in like every episode in Vogvolder arc.
Yeah.
Like,
Boreas keeps showing up. Boreas is in 5.
Is Boreas in 6? I think 6 might be the first one he's not in.
Yeah.
Is he in 6?
I don't think he's in 6.
No, he's not in 6.
No.
He's in 7, and he's kind of in 8.
He's in 8.
Yeah. He was in 8. Yeah, that's right.
Boreas is in 5. Boreas is not in 6. Just because 6 was so heavy, we couldn't.
Anytime Boreas is on camera, it just brings up the mood too much.
Yeah,
I can't be serious.
Well, and also when things are serious, Boreas gets very anxious and he starts shaking like a chihuahua.
There is an actual line of narration in one of the upcoming episodes, I believe,
in 5,
where Al says, "And your Uncle Boreas, shaking like a chihuahua, says, oh, Moreland's gonna be mad."
Yeah, Boreas' anxiety disorder precluded him from being in episode 6 because he would have melted into a puddle.
So true.
We couldn't do that to him. He's not in 6. But I think 6 is the first one in Vogvolder arc. I think 6 might be the only episode in the first half of the season
that Boreas
is not in.
Yeah, because he's in 7, he's in 8, he's in 9.
Yeah, he's in 9 for sure. He's not in 10.
He's not in 10, and he won't be in 11.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But, 8 of the first 9 episodes of the season. It's Boreas time. Somebody in the chat said standing Boreas. Yeah.
Well, you made the joke. You made the joke that one time. You were like, "Why is he always over here? Does he have a house?"
He has a house. He doesn't like to be in his house. It's not a place for people to live in.
Looks like a Fantasy Pier 1 imports.
Looks like a pottery barn. It looks like a pottery barn.
Looks like one of those fake rooms at IKEA, but it's the whole house.
Yeah, it's the whole house. The only habitable room is the library, and that's only habitable for Boreas. There's no room to live in there. But yeah, he's always over at Nora's house because his house sucks. Because it sucks. But yeah, I have made the joke of Boreas is always over here.
That is an interesting couch. Thank you. Don't sit on it.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat said I care him so much. Yeah, we love him a lot. He's always at Nora's house. Oh goodness. But yeah, he is in 5, I believe, in like 3 different scenes. Boreas is in.
Yeah, he's a pretty big character in 5 because he's driving a lot of the narrative stuff that we have to get done.
Yeah. He's there for a bit. He's having fun. Well, he's not having fun.
He's never having fun, but
we will not see him having fun.
I wonder what Boreas having fun even looks like.
It looks like him sitting very calmly in his armchair with a book and a cup of tea, Barry. And the world is not letting him have that in this season.
It looks like him in a pair of white linen gloves, hunched over, restoring the glue on an ancient book.
Yeah. It looks like him rebinding an antique manuscript with his little gloves.
Just yes. And then he goes back to the
bliss.
Bliss.
A moment of bliss between it.
God, how many fucking atomic wedgies do you think Moreland Valsine has given this man?
A lot, unfortunately.
Oh, just a pathetic little man. I love him so much.
I love him.
Just
He's going in the centrifuge.
just nerd.
God.
Didn't we make a joke about
Yeah.
Boreas being down to fight Moreland because this is the man that called me a stinky pee-pee baby until I was 12, just because I had a bedwetting problem that I was not responsible for
At age 3. Yeah, we have made that joke.
So, and then wasn't Nora gonna say something about he called you a stinky pee-pee baby like 5 years ago?
Yeah. He just stopped doing it constantly.
Yeah.
It's bad.
We've done a lot of like background pitch meetings for the
Yeah.
dynamic between the Valsine siblings, and we can talk more about that.
Season 1, or Generation 1.
Yeah,
Older
Generation 1
generation.
Valsine siblings. But we'll be able to talk about those background pitch meetings more after we get done with episode 8 because of, remember, it informs something about their dynamic, the blah 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 blah, and it says even more about Boreas, the blah 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 blah.
Yeah. After episode 8 goes up, we'll be able to talk more.
And it's actually incredibly funny. It's one of those it's one of those moments.
We are being silent, but
Yeah.
we are not spoiling, but oh goodness.
It's one of those moments where we regret that we made Moreland as funny sometimes as we did.
Yeah, he sucks, but he is funny. It's so aggravating. But oh goodness. It is mood whiplash
to go from what happens, the thing that happens, to
go from what happens in 6 to what happens in
8,
to what gets discussed in 8.
Yeah.
That's very funny. And then back to stuff. We're not spoiling it, but a lot of things. You know what I mean? But it is upsetting that he goes from committing atrocities to being extremely funny. That's what I'm saying.
At his little brother's expense.
Not always. In general, he's very funny, but
yeah, and we see more of that.
Sucks.
Yeah, it does. And we keep, and again, we've said this before. We keep doing it. We keep doing like shitty dads that are unfortunately funny as shit. Like,
it'll be less difficult to laugh at the shitty dad in Campaign 2.
Yeah, because he doesn't do war crimes. He just sucks, kind of.
Yeah. He just kind of sucks. Like, he sucks, but he's not a war criminal, which is, it's a low bar, but it's one that he's getting over. The bar's on the ground, but he is stepping over it, which is more than Moreland's doing.
He's limboing under that bitch.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I just think it is a fun character trait for a shitty dad to have, to be hilarious.
Yeah. And which, like, we don't actually see Moreland being that funny on screen in podcast.
Yeah.
Until like a lot of the like situations that he gets put into, and like especially like through the paradigm of his siblings that we get to kind of get to know him through.
Yeah.
You find out that he has like this actually fucking hilarious dry sense of humor.
Yeah.
And then we get to Omegroth, and there were times that I did like lines like deadpan, and Al fucking like fell out of their chair. Like,
the chat said the bar's on the ground and Moreland has a shovel.
Yep.
Hand me my shovel, I'm going in.
I cannot remember. Was it the thing he said to Eamon that made you fall out of your chair that I did with like the totally straight face?
It might have been, yeah.
When we recorded Omegroth. I did one-liner that like Al had to get up out of their chair and walk away.
I had to leave. Yeah. We got a little bit of him being funny in season 1.
Yeah.
Just at least in Campaign 2, when the shitty dad makes a joke, it's easier to laugh at.
Yeah, you can like, you don't feel bad for laughing at it.
Yeah. Like, he sucks, but it's funny. He sucks, but he's clearing the bar of not a war criminal.
Well, and you've made the joke before about like levels of shitty dad acceptability, and like one person, like in the terms of like the spectrum of shitty dads on our show, one is a war criminal and the other one is a blackjack dealer that was too poor for therapy. Like,
yeah, that is a joke. That's the thing. As we're getting more into planning Campaign 2, I want everyone to look me in the eyes. I am so terrified of people actually comparing the Campaign 2 Shitty Dad to Moreland. I am so terrified of people pretending that those are the same levels of unacceptability. Just I know I cannot tell anybody what to say or what to do about the show. I can't tell anybody what opinions to have.
The author is dead.
The author is dead, but from beyond the grave, the author is looking at you and going,
one is a war criminal and one is a blackjack dealer, too poor for therapy.
please. God. But that has been a grim reality that I've been facing as we've been planning more of the second campaign. It's just like, somebody's gonna make the take. Somebody's gonna say it.
Well, and just like on a metatextual level, like I think appreciating or liking a character, it has no impact on your moral standing as a person if you decide to like a character. Like, as long as you can acknowledge that they suck, if they suck, like I enjoy.
It's just fun.
I enjoy villains in general, and like, yeah, as much of a awful shitbag as he is, I like playing Moreland.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. Yeah, like
it's
he
fun,
sucks.
but he's not being bad. Somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat said clearly Moreland is morally better, and they added a joking tone tag.
Don't joke about that. Please don't joke about that.
God, it's so scary. It's so planning campaign 2 and getting ready to and getting prepared like psychologically for it to come out is so scary after doing this one. Oh goodness. Oh man.
Yeah, we get to do a lot of things in season 3 with like playing awful shitbag characters, but like having a lot of fun with it.
Having fun with it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun to play an asshole sometimes, especially if you could just knock them right off the roof, Disney villain style. Just pile drive Gaston right off the fucking. You know what I mean? It's fun.
Like I've had fun playing Maximus.
Yeah.
Like
playing Maximus has been.
He's sleazy. It's fun. He's sleazy. He's slimy. He's oily.
Playing Maximus has been fun while acknowledging that he sucks so bad and just being like aware of that.
And I think that has affected the way that we play because we lean so hard into the sleaze when we do it.
Yeah.
Like,
he's greasy.
Yeah.
He's yucky.
But it's fun. It's fun to do that.
Yeah. He has a film.
He has leaves a trail behind him like a slug everywhere he goes.
Like a poorly washed Tupperware, this man.
Oh, the plumber's here?
Plumber's here?
Okay. We have to wrap up early this week, guys.
Yep.
Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Sorry, our plumber just got here.